Hi, I'm Jody Reed with InsideBaseball.com, and we're going to talk about the right-handed hitter push bunt. Again, this is feeding off our series, and we're going to learn how we can steal some base hits and take advantage of the defense, especially if you have some speed. Now, the idea with the push bunt is we need to get this ball by the pitcher. There's this void out there. There's a triangle past the pitcher where the first baseman and second baseman have to travel a long way to come get the ball, and if we've got some speed, we can make it to first base easily before they can get to this ball and make a play. So this push bunt is exactly what it sounds like. We need to push this ball out into the field. This ball is going to have some pace on it so that it gets by the pitcher. Therefore, it's important that we work our hands together, but also with some force to make the ball line drive, if you will, out into the field. If this ball hits around the plate and slows up, well, the pitcher's going to be able to come off the mound and make this play. Remember, I want to push this by the pitcher. It needs to have some pace on it, probably some elevation. So the first time the ball hits, it's going to be out in the grass so that it carries on. And really, in all honesty, right to the edge of the infield grass is an ideal position. And again, if I'm going to make a mistake, make the mistake a little bit closer to the first baseman, away from the pitcher, because it's okay. If the first baseman, matter of fact, we want the first baseman to come to that ball, we'll beat him to the bag. So ideally, we're going to get in our position and we're going to set up just like the sacrifice with our feet and our chest. But what we're going to do is we're going to hold our hands back a little closer to our body, and we're going to line it up where we want to bunt the ball. But because we know we need a little push, we need a little energy with our hands and our body, we're going to need to keep our hands close to us. Now, this is something that happens all the time, and we have to be careful to avoid this, or it changes our angle of the bunt, and it's going to go to the pitcher. And what I mean by that is, a lot of times, we know that we have to hit the ball a little firmer. But what happens is we don't use two hands, we just use this hand. And if you notice, if I just use my top hand to hit the ball, when I go out to push it, well, that changes everything. Instead of the ball going out towards the second baseman, first baseman, I change my angle when I do that. When I just push with this hand, and guess, where do you think that ball's going to go? It's going to go right back to the pitcher. So it's essential that you have a feel for using both hands, and you can even use your legs a little bit, because guess what? The ball's coming here, and I want to push the ball out there so I can get going a little bit to get me moving towards first base too. So if you're ready, notice how the hands hold back. That's top of the strike zone with some angle, but the hands hold back a little bit, and they work together with my legs to give me a push bunt or a line drive bunt, ideally past the pitch. So if you're ready, let's see this in action.